Hello, we will see if anyone pops in. I don't know if people will, but we will see. I am right now going to go tell people that I'm live just to see if anybody pops in. Let me see. Let me see here. I do not know if anyone is watching or not. We'll see. Give me 1 minute. All right, we got that. Ooh, did that go? Yes. Hold on a minute. We will see here. Tanisha, hello. It says there are 3 people watching, but we'll see. I'm not sure. This was just a spur of the moment thing. How are you doing, Tanisha? I hope you're doing good. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me? Just making sure you can hear me. Hold on 1 second, Tanisha. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm not going nowhere. I'm right here. Just trying to put a little bit more light in here on this, on everything. I'm okay, and yes, okay, you can hear me and everything's okay. Well, that's good. That is good. I'm glad you can hear me. And how is everything down there where you're at? Is everything good down there? I'm going to try to invite more people here, but I got to fix something here. Wait a minute. Yeah, I think that's pretty good right there, yeah. Hit the thumbs up so that way people know it gets out. Let me go invite a couple other people. We'll see. What do you mean it depends on how you look at it? Explain that to me, Tanisha. Explain it, please, so I can elaborate on my opinions, if that's okay with you. We'll see what you say here. Anyway, it's not bad here. It's not... see if this helps any. A little bit of a softer light might help a little bit. We'll see. We will see. And it's open mic, so if you want to say anything or anything, now's the time to do it. And if somebody wants to come on, I will send the link for people to come on. And then we can talk about whatever you guys want. Let me see, what do you say here? Yeah, I have a few packages out myself that have done that. Hey, Ed, how you doing, buddy? I checked out that guy's page, and I subscribed, so I will be checking out more of his stuff later on. So it will be good, Ed. It will be good. So what does anybody want to talk about, Ed? Come up with a subject or something, and we'll talk about it, buddy. Same with you, Tanisha. Come up with something, we'll talk about it. But Tanisha, like I was saying, yes, I have a few packages that were supposed to be here last week that nothing that's needs to get here overnight, but they got delayed somewhere along the way, and yeah, you know how that works. But you know, you can only, it's the mail, and depends on where they were coming from, what kind of weather they came across, things like that. So, oh, there's my water bottle too. I need to have my water bottle over here, so this way I can, you know, drink it if I have to. Because my coffee will be done soon. Oop, got little drips down the side there. So, yeah. Yeah, so how is Stevie doing? And Tanisha, I meant to ask you, did you find yourself a new apartment yet or no? Well, it's a Saturday night, so a lot of people must be off doing their thing. So there we go. Stevie's doing good so far. As it okay. Well, let's hope he does good because I don't like to see him have trouble or nothing. You know, I like to see him do a good. You know, he's just been quiet lately. I miss his videos he used to do, and he did a live stream not that long ago. But I like his videos that he did, and I wish he would get back to him. Hey Ed, when I was on the phone with you earlier, and the reason I got a little bit quieter is because I'll show you. I will show you, buddy. I don't know how well you'll see it because it's a little blurry, I guess. There we go. I found some more eggs in the pick the gecko cage. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, what is everybody doing tonight? I would say, what am I doing? But I'm talking to you guys. Just talking to you guys, seeing what's going on. Mm. 4 people watching, 4 thumbs up. Thank you, everybody who's watching and gave me a thumbs up. I just wish the other 3 people or 2 people would come on and just hanging out at home. That's good. I would just hope the other people would come on and say something so we know who they are, for one. And maybe we could start up some kind of discussion. Usually it picks up after a few minutes. But we will see here. Jason, going Uper, how are you doing, sir? Just came in. Yes, how are you doing, sir? How is Uper doing? Okay. Oh, Ed, let me know when you're off the phone, and then I'll show you the picture again. How is the weather where you're at, Uper? And did you find a home yet? A new home? Because I heard you were, you said you were looking for a home, and just wondering if you had found one yet, or you still looking, or what? And how is the family? Oh, sweet. Congratulations. Still looking. It's tough to find homes sometimes, especially, when you're buying a home. It's a lot to think about. You got to check them out. You got to look at them, make sure it's something you really want. Yeah. So what did you cut? What were in the eggs? I seen you had a Morph Market page up today. I went and checked everything out. Yeah, well, I was thinking about that too. Um, we're all done with all our shots, and the neighbor lady got one and got sick, but she also had an underlying illness that it seems like if you're a little sick or something and you get the shot, you get sick. But Becky's mother was told drink lots of fluid before you get the shot, and because if for some reason it dehydrates you a little bit and makes you you can get really sick. So if you drink lots of fluids, you won't get sick. Like lots of water, not caffeine or nothing, but good H2O. Ooh, that's pretty cool. See what would be right in front of my head here. Oh yeah, there we go. Always tough. Sweet. That's not bad though. That's a good clutch. I like that. I like what you got there. I like the GHI because I like the GHI is really dark and I like that, and it really messes with the pattern a little bit. I like that. So, how many more clutches you got to go before before your season's done with cutting eggs? And are you still expecting more eggs? That's another question. This girl right here, right there, dropped me an egg today. A couple eggs. I'm waiting for this one's girlfriend to drop more eggs. There's a slight delay, I think, but I'm not sure how much of a delay there is. Oh, well, that's good, though. Let's hope you get the 5 more before November, huh? Then you can really get a good page going. Well, you got a good page now on Morph Market, but yeah, no. That would be good. That would be really good. Anything exciting in these next 2 clutches? And anything exciting possibly in the next 5 that you might have before November? 16 total. That's a good year. That's good. I'm impressed. Yeah, well, that's what usually happens. You always got them few that need to add a few meals into them first. Hello, Mr. J. How is Justin doing? And don't be sorry you're late, buddy. It's understandable. Oh, that's good, Tanisha. You can do reviews on them? That's good. I'm glad you're okay, Mr. J. So you have a possibility there, right? Oh, a hypo and a hypo butter / lesser. I got what you're saying. But if a butter and a lesser are bred together, you stand a chance of getting a blue-eyed Lucy. Unless I'm looking at that wrong with what you put there. Oh, all right, Tanisha, that'll be good. Oh, het for hypo. Okay, I got it. Oh, and yes, you do. Yes, see? Sweet. Well, that'll be an interesting clutch. Them blue-eyed Lucies, I think they're cool. I like the blue-eyed Lucies. I like the butter lesser ones too. At least the lesser ones because they're um, how bright they get. And I like well, pieds are my favorite, of course. But I like them all, so I'm not picky. Uh, so with this year, with this possibly 16, next year, how many clutches are you trying for? I know there's no guarantees in anything, but what would be your ultimate goal for next year? Oh, you're not breeding any next year? May I ask why not? If you don't mind me asking, unless I'm missing something. Oh, you want to get out? You're thinking about getting out? And doing other things, huh? Yeah, well, hey, I won't think no less of you because it's totally understandable. Sometimes you just need to do that. Sometimes people need to just step back and step out for a while. Getting on your bike and cruising across the country, is that what your plans are? Getting out there and cruising? But if you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to. I understand that too. So, Mr. J, how are you doing and how are things going with you? Is this smoke any better today? Well, I know it's bad where you're at, Ed. Jeez. You could probably walk out your door and hold a cigarette out and light it and bring it in. Well, see, now that's good, Uper. Now, see, if you're doing a lot of traveling because it's what your job entails, and you started a business, I could totally understand stepping back from breeding and then getting back into it later on when you retire or you're something like that. That I understand that completely. That also is awesome. Grandkids are the best. I just seen mine yesterday, so I totally understand that. And then traveling down like that, that's you're getting paid to do it, I guess, or you're just taking it down for free so that way you can see your grandkids, or you're getting paid to take it down too. Because if you're getting paid to take it down, that's always a bonus. But yeah, I understand that too. Doing it for free just to see the grandkids is also good. But it's you get to see the kids is very important. Are you getting paid? So then it's a double. It's a double thing there. Yeah, you're getting to travel and do that at the same time. Man, I don't know. See, it's always good. Always, always good. Yeah, I often thought about opening up a few businesses in my time, but I don't know. Still, I think about it all the time. So you're never too old to do anything. Ed, he does those paper liners and then printing company and all that. He wants to move that here where I'm at so him and I can hang out all the time. Just for that reason. No other reason. Take the bikes to yeah, well that's cool. I'm just kidding, Ed. I'm just kidding, buddy. uh, that too. That too. But so where are you thinking about moving to if you don't mind me asking? I mean, you got to have some kind of an idea out there as to what you're thinking. I often think about a more friendly state, weather-wise. Weather-wise, but then I got grandkids here, so I don't think not going to happen anytime soon. A bigger town, yes, I could see that too. But I like where I'm at with the population wise because I own the whole corner. I got this house, I got the house next door, and I own a big chunk right here on the corner. So it's, I'm not like you are way out nowhere, but well, that I have that problem here because I do have to travel 54 miles shopping, minimal 54 miles one way, round trip. It's over 100. Either any direction I go, it's a 100-mile round trip to buy anything. Oh, that's cool too to keep that place. Yeah, it's that because you're out in the middle of nowhere, you can go camping and stuff. Vacation there, I guess. Yeah, that's always good. Won't you miss your bears and your deer? Oh, 54. Yeah, it's the same here. Minimal 50. I think the closest one is 50, 56 miles, I think it is, or 54 or 56 miles one way. More deer in town. Yeah. Uh, is that cheaper than where you're at, Tanisha? Why don't you look into it? You can always look into that. I just often think, to uproot and move, it's a lot to do it. I mean, it's just a lot. If I moved anywhere, it'd be closer to my son. But I'm not moving anywhere, so I like it here. Nobody to bother me. Seriously. Mm-mm. Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't think Colorado was cheap anywhere. Trying to think of a state that's really cheap to live in. I'm not sure. I know California is not even on the list. Jersey's way off the list. New York is off the list. Florida might be a little pricey to live at. Wyoming? I don't know if Wyoming is cheaper either. Is it really? See, I never thought it would be. But is that because there isn't many people there? But you would think they have to. I don't know. I would think it wouldn't be, but I guess it is. It's hard to say, though. I don't know if I'd be putting that out there, Youper. You'll be getting a lot of neighbors, people moving in around you up there saying, hey, it's cheaper here. Ghost towns. That's what's happening here. Everybody's moving not to the big cities, but everybody's moving to the cities. That's more people than my whole state. I live in Philadelphia, knows millions of people, but that's more people than. No, that's not more people than. It's half the people in my state. I would say not more people than my whole state, but that's half of the people in my state. Because we only have 600,000 people, 650 or 660,000 people in this entire state, and where I live at, it's nobody. Sherry, how are you? Oh yeah, Philadelphia. We had millions of people in the town, so it was great. But you always had to deal with people then. I don't like dealing with people too much. I prefer like this. What are you getting transplanted? Did I miss something? I missed something. Holy cow. What did I miss, Mr. J? Yep. I understand that, Tanisha. What kind of gecko is it? Oh, for a brain. Oh, jeez. You're joking around. I thought you needed a lung or something. You get everybody worried, Justin. Oh, okay. Look up high and look behind things. Well, I'm sure you already know that because they like to be like squeezed in tight places. Like if you have a spot that's super close together, they'll squeeze right in there. Put your cat away. I'm sure she'll find it. Yeah, no, they like to squeeze in tight places. When I had the pet store, they had some get out, and you would find them like in the most unbelievable spot. We had aquariums with stands on them, a whole wall of aquariums, and they would get up underneath the aquarium in between the little wood ledge, because there's a little ledge, around the aquarium, and then there would be like a little space in there. They would squeeze in there, then try to get them out without getting bit. That's a totally different story. Yeah, I would look in there. How big was he, if you don't mind me asking? Anywhere he can squeeze, they do it. But then they'll hang out for a while. They'll squeeze in there and hang out. They won't move. They could stay there for days before they decide to move. So I would think, and they like going up. 3 days, 1 week. Oh, so it's tiny little one. Yeah, they like to go up high. So I would say that I would look up high behind stuff first and then work my way around and down. Is it something you hatched out yourself? Sorry, got out on you though. Them little things can squeeze through the tiniest spots too. Like if you have what you think is a secure enclosure, they can still sometimes squeeze out. So, done. Yeah. Look behind pictures. If you have a picture on the wall, you never know. It could be behind the picture on the wall. Well, happy anniversary. If you don't mind me asking, how many years have you guys been married? But yeah, look behind pictures. Anywhere, that are hanging on walls or anything. Congratulations. A rookie. Yeah. My wife and I have been together for 26 years, so there you go. Well, happy anniversary, though. Yeah, I would say definitely a testament of strength. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Passed in June. June. And thank you. Just short time, not real long. A couple of years. Three, to be exact. 3 years before that, yeah. I could tell you where I took her for my first date and everything. Where I met her, everything. So, What's the question for? The question mark for Uper, if you don't mind me asking. He could be a meanie. Well, my first date was I met her at my sister was dating somebody, and their house burned down. This is no joke. Their house burned down, and while they were moving into a new home, we were helping her, and his sister's friend was Becky, was there helping also, and that's how I met her. And then she wasn't old enough for me to date yet. She was only 17, and I'm very funny like that. But when she turned 18, we went on our first date to my sister's wedding. A bowling alley, Uber? That's where you took her for her first date, or is that where you met her? I could tell you exactly what Becky was wearing when I first met her. It's gone. Yeah. Uh, oh, very good, Tanisha. Very, very good. She was wearing blue jogging pants and a hoodie. Oh, sweet. That's pretty cool. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. Still haven't had your first date yet? No? I think. Oh, Leo, how are you doing, sir? How are things going? No, I did find an egg today, Leo, but no hatchlings yet. Periodora picta eggs. Oh, well, you were having such a good time you got on the wrong bus, so that's always good. But it's bad that you had to walk 2 hours back home. Yeah, picked egg. I'm sure I'll have another one in there tomorrow because when I just happened to look, it was laying in there and I put it away. And yes, no. Periodora pictus. Yeah, well, I guess you could say it like that, but that's not how it's spelled. I hope there's lots of tiny pictus because I know one's got a little. I'm just hoping. I got to wait and see what happens. Some of them might not be fertilized, so if they're not, then I have to put the male in to fertilize some the females. But we will see. Good night, Uper. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, Periodora picta. That's it. They're pretty cool little geckos. Little fast little guys. See if I got a picture of one. Which I can almost guarantee you I do. Let me see here. Got to go through all my geckos to find this. Can you see it? That's a picta gecko. That one lost his tail at some point. Let me see if I can find another one that has its tail on it because I got some with. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Can you see that one there? That's one there. Yeah, and they're pretty cool too. They're different. That is for sure. I find them quite interesting. They're a different type of gecko. They like being on sand. They like it hot. They're also known as the Madagascar ground geckos and stuff like that. No, they don't grow back. They grow like if a leopard gecko broke its tail, it grows back in a nub. But that's what that does. It'll grow back in a funny little nub. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing tokays. I kept them when we had the store or whatever, but I don't know if I would. I think they'd be interesting to breed and to keep as it part of a collection. To have a collection of gecko, just add to the collection of geckos. Here we go. Here's a better picture one that you might be able to see. Oh, wait. That way you can see the tail was regenerated on it. But that's how they regenerate. Just a big nub. It's still pretty cool. Here's the one without that has its tail. Let me see here. Well, that's a pretty good picture one. I hope the picture's coming through clear. I can't tell. Yeah. Tokays have a habit of taking fingers. They don't take them off, but they're cool to mess with. Let me see here. This one here is striped instead of banded. They're pretty cool though. And then I got a bunch of crested geckos. I don't know how well you can see it. It's hard to say because of the greenness in the picture does that. And then I got this one here, which is a gargoyle gecko. Hold on a minute. I got all my leopard geckos. Oh, here's a nice can you see it okay with the background that does that? Here's a good picture of my gargoyle. Female. Let me see. I know. Oh, here's a couple good ones to depict this. It's a banded next to a striped one, both of which are females. Yeah, that gargoyle is pretty cool. Here's another one of my banded one. Well, here's another one of the striped ones. They're pretty cool though. Yeah, I like them. So trying to find a really good picture of them. Yeah. Here's a close-up picture. One, I don't know. They're pretty cool though. She's gravid though. You can see the eggs right there. That little right there, that little belly. That's eggs. And you realized what? The patterns are very neat on them, yes. Well, if you can get on, I can get you on here. I can send you the link. It'd be nothing to put the link in the chat. Then you could hop on and we could see some of your stuff if you wanted, but that's up to you. Yeah, you're like me. Proud of all your animals. Oh, I see. Yeah, well, you're like me too. You're like, well, let me go show you mine. And you're like, oh, man, I can't. You're not here. So. Yeah, I like geckos a lot. They're just, they're very relaxing to me. I really do like them. So. Sure, we'll get you on for a few minutes. I'll put the link in. Let me get my headphones on. Let me get them on. Hold on. Invite. Let's see if we can do this here, this way, right here. And there you go. You pop in, I'll get you on, and we'll look at some of your stuff, some of your geckos. That'll be cool. That will be a lot of fun. All right, there we go. There you are.
There we go. I just wanted
How?
to make sure that I had the uh, other tab down.
Yeah.
Okay. First one. Dorothy's little girl, 1 sec.
Okay.
Did you want to be my lovely helper dog? Nope. Hey, sweetie. Come on. Yeah, I know you were still waiting to get into those bugs again. Hi, sweetheart. How you doing? Oh, don't give me that, darling. Yes. Come on. You're a good girl. Oh, you are going a little pinky today.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah, she's got her 3.5 years ago. This is Dorothy's little one, Lizzie. I always get this wrong. And she has a really good attitude, this one.
Well, I
She's
could
just a
tell.
sweetie. I've worked with them since we first got them. What
She's
are
got
you
a
gonna do?
really nice crest on her head.
Yeah, she does. I really love that. Came from LHF, I think it is, in BC.
Okay.
We had gone to a live harmless reptiles. Yeah, we had gone to a reptile show here in Edmonton, and he had come up for it. And we got her and my little girl. Yes,
So,
keep licking that face.
are you planning on breeding her?
No, my husband would kill me.
Oh.
He's he's not interested in me breeding anything. What?
Oh,
You're
but that's
giving me
cool
that
though.
look?
She's got a beautiful crest
Yes,
on
she
her head,
does. I really do like her crest and the way it goes.
and
She's
I love how they flop down on the sides on that one.
yeah, and she has some really nice patterning on the side.
Yeah, she
Uh,
does.
she's. Are you gonna do what you usually do? Possibly. Oop.
Why not, Tanisha? Why not breed him?
I no, my husband just doesn't want us to breed them.
Yeah.
He says I don't want a whole bunch of baby geckos all over the place. And come on. I would have if the other one had have been a boy, and it did seem like she was for quite a bit because she had a little bit more of bulge down there than
Yeah.
I thought there was supposed to be. And it looked just before we separated them, because we got a new tank for her as well, the other girl as well. And it looked like they had been breeding, but they had been probably fighting over territory at that
Yeah.
time. And it was perfect timing to change them over to a different place. Okay, what do you want to do, Liz?
Well, so let me ask you this then. She
Mhm.
looks really nice. She's very well proportioned and everything. What is your care guide for that for her specifically?
For her specifically?
Well, no, just for crested geckos in general. What do you do to raise them up? Everybody has a different thing. Some people feed insects. Some people feed like their powder stuff with the liquid. You know the
Oh, I do
and
the
then
powdered stuff.
okay,
However, when they got a little bit bigger, I started giving them some crickets for fun because I wanted to see how they hunted, right? And
yeah.
holy shoot, they just poof, huh?
Ah,
That's Dorothy's phone. My husband's gotten it,
yeah.
by the way.
Tell them I said hello.
Andrew says hello. Andrew, right?
Yes, yes,
Hey,
yes.
I remembered another person's name. Uh, Oh, Tanisha says, why not? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you already, yeah.
I already answered that. Yeah.
I do the same thing. And then when I put the crickets in there, I love watching them hunt because, like, they will go, they go into stealth mode immediately.
Yeah. And they don't, even when they haven't even gone near the things or anything ever, they just know right away. Ooh, that's food.
Yep.
It's like, and she is a real major hunter. She just adores hunting any insect you put in there. Um, One of her favorites, though, amusingly enough, is uh, mealworm grubs.
Oh, the
You know, just
grubs,
before
yes.
they're going to, yeah, just before they're going to turn
The
into
beetles,
the
yep.
beetles.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, she freaks on those. She loves them so much. Can you jump on here?
It's amazing how you could have them eating that, like the powder food all the time, and then they still know what to do once you put a cricket in there or something.
Yeah,
Now,
it's no problem.
I think it's good enrichment to put it in there so they
Yep.
get the hunting in. I think it's very good for them to do that.
And it's a lot more exercise too. I
Yep,
mean,
yep.
they just zoom all over the place, and it's hilarious watching them. And Lizzie here's a really good girl.
So, how many crested geckos do you have?
We have the two crested geckos, and we have Lizzie and Rascal. I'll get Rascal now.
Okay,
Just a second.
sure.
Come on, Lizzie. Let's get you back in here. Good girl. Oh, you're going pinker right now. Oops.
She looks really good.
Oh, you stop. Of course you stop. Thank you. Yeah. There's someone in you to stop. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Whoop. Here, let's give you some more water before I. More fresh water. There we go, sweetie. Where do you wash these? Okay. Hi, sweetheart. Come on, Rascal. Good girl. Good girl. Yes, I know. Oh, be careful. Come on. Don't you go getting falling down. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. This is Rascal. Um, one one of our cats had gotten into her enclosure, um, and she was fine until later on. Well, she got away, thank goodness. We thought that Pumaraz had gotten hold of her, but she didn't. And when my husband noticed her a tiny bit later, she must have been still extremely scared because she lost her tail.
Tail, yeah, that happens. Still
Yep.
looks good though.
Oh, yeah. She's a really nice one. She came along with Lizzie from LHR. Um, yes, I know. What? What?
So, how many geckos do you have? All you just got the 2 crested geckos, but do you have other ones?
We have 2 cresties. We had 2 leopard geckos. One was my sister's and one mine, but hers passed away this last week. Um, she
Sorry
was
that happened.
beautiful orange. Thank you. Uh, Dorothy says would be saying thank you as well if she didn't have her earphones on. um, yeah, she had an orange and white leopard gecko who was just such a prima donna. But what? Okay, go ahead. I know you want to. You're not going to because I told you to, huh? She loves jumping on my head.
Yeah, I could tell. She's got a beautiful pinstripe to her too.
Yeah, I've always liked her pinstripe. It's just a beautiful, beautiful. Okay, tease me that I can't lick my ear, lick my eye or nose. um, I don't know what it is. We do this thing where I'll go like this and she'll do it at
Yeah.
me while I don't know if she's doing it because I've done it or if she's just doing it because she does it. But I like to at least think that she does it because I'm doing it.
Yeah, it's like having a connection with them. It's pretty neat.
Yeah. And she has a tendency sometimes of not wanting to go back into her room for a while after I've taken her out. She just likes to.
Hang around with you. That's cool though. Bonding with you like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And oops, there we go, sweetheart. We've been bonded since when we first got her. I used to take them out every day to second day for a few minutes to associate them.
Give me 1 second. I have to put my dog out so you can keep talking.
Go ahead.
Come on, Leo.
Hey, you. Yes.
Come on.
What?
Come on.
What? Yes, I talk to you. And yes, I talk to them all the time. They seem to enjoy that. Okay. Noses? You do noses?
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Sometimes she'll knock my nose, even on her own. And they're always watching me, these two.
I find that with mine too. They're always watching everything I do. Like if I go down there, they'll be at the glass looking at me or the side of the enclosure. And
Yeah. For a while, she got into this mood to. Every time I'd take her out, she'd poop on me for something to do, I guess, or I don't know whether she was scenting me or what. But
yeah, marking you as hers, right? Saying you're my property.
yeah. So don't you jump. You're considering. I know you. But you get to know each one's personality pretty well.
Yep.
And Rascal's become a little bit more timid since the one cat got into the enclosure. She's still not jumping around onto things as much as she used to and climbing as much, but she'll climb up the side of the glass. She likes doing that.
Kind of a traumatic experience, a little bit, huh?
I would guess so. I mean, Puma came right down from the top, right into her enclosure.
Yeah.
And I could just imagine whatever happened because I had gotten my kitten. I had this other cat that passed away, and then I got my kitten just before my birthday. That was a couple months later. So it was the day before, and the cat got in on her. scared the crud out of us. Didn't know what was going to happen because we thought that Pumaraz had eaten her, which then the thought of what's going to happen with Pumaraz because people have died from eating my sister
Uh-huh.
from eating them. But then David found her, and I was very happy to get her back.
That's interesting. I did not know that people have died from eating them.
Yeah, there was this one. I don't know. It wasn't a cresty, but it was a house gecko. This one guy ate, and that was that for him. So
I guess so.
we were worried about Puma, but Puma survived. And well, Puma didn't eat her either, so and didn't get the tail either because the tail fell off when poor David found her. My poor husband scared.
That's scary, right?
Out of him. She allows people to get really close. She has seen quite a few people. When we've had a couple of times we've had emergency come in, and they'd be like, "What's in there?" So you'd have two people trying to help out whoever was sick, and then one person going, "What do you have? Let me see." Showing off.
Yeah.
And we once had the police over here one time. And they wanted to see them too, taking pictures of themselves with the geckos. I was just smack dab amused with that. You gonna come down to this hand now so I can put my elbow up? Or down? May I have my elbow? I can. No. You can come here, you. Come on. Nice and easy. Come on. You can play in my hair. There we go. She'll sit up in my hair for a bit sometimes. Oops.
Well, she's a beautiful gecko, I'll tell you that.
Yep. And you have some beautiful ones too.
Thank you.
So the other one, maybe I'll bring her out. I don't know if you want to see her.
What is she? The Leo?
The Leo.
What kind of is she?
She is a, what's it called? The pure white with black dots. The
Max Snow?
Max Snow. Yeah. And she has a nice little, her little head is very triangular.
Oh.
And small. She's so cute. But we know what a Max Snow looks like, so that's easy.
Yeah.
And she's a little bit scared right now, I guess. Well, the smell of the other one would make her a little whatever. You just are having too much fun there. Come on, rascal.
Well, I've been on for over an hour, so
thank you so much for having me on.
Thank you for popping in. It was great to have you on.
Thank you for giving me all those hints as well on what to look for.
Yeah, anywhere there's like a little lip or even like a picture on the wall,
they'll be under it.
They'll be under it.
Yeah, of course.
So
anywhere that's the hardest way to see.
Yeah. Well, good luck finding it.
Thank you very much. Hopefully she's still alive.
Then
again, I'm wondering, hopefully it doesn't take us too long to find her, because then
let's
we'll
hope
have
not.
a big one to deal with.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much,
well,
Ed.
Thank you for stopping in. Tell your family I said hello.
Shall do. Take care.
You too.
Bye-bye, Tanisha.
All right, everybody. Peace out.